Louisiana Beer Reviews, Special Edition, Good People IPA Revisited. Alright, so I had this before, and it was very good, and this was given to me by Dustin. Thank you, Dustin. And we can't get it in Louisiana, so he must have gotten it on a road trip. 7.1% alcohol, 75.5 IBUs. Introduced in 2008. It's their flagship beer, they say. From Birmingham, Alabama, Good People Brewing. They use 2 row and 5 different specialty malts, which they don't detail. It's got Cascade, Citra, Columbus, Simcoe, and Willamette hops. And it gets 74 on Untapped and an 86. Very good. They call it very good 86 on Beer Advocate. When I had it before, I remember I thought it was because I checked my score on Beer Advocate, I gave it a 94, and I remember liking it so much. So, unfiltered and dry hopped. Aromatic copper colored punch. Planes, when they're coming from the northeast, always circle over my yard to make that turn to go to the New Orleans International Airport. You know, land on that west to east runway. Imbibe at 45 to 50 degrees in a pint or nonic pint glass. Well, I have a tulip glass, which I use for IPAs, but I do have the kind they're talking about, those tumbler, like they're showing a tumbler glass. I do have many of those. It's fresh, so it's got the born on date, guys. So thanks again, Dustin, for this off-white head, almost like an orange tinge to the head, and it's a translucent orange appearance. Okay, so it's overcast today. It's very damp. It's chilly, and it's not that really is that it's cold or anything. It's just the dampness makes it feel much colder than it actually is. So this is orange. This is just straight up orange. Like the University of Texas Longhorns orange, no joke. Okay. Let's go with the aroma. Yeah, pungent hop oils. Piney, it's just a hop resin. It's like they have this oiliness hops, that hop oil. We were doing a pecan beer that I posted recently, and somebody said that his grandmother, I think he said, used to use pecans to oil and polish their wooden floors. The pecans are really oily, and I mean, if you're shelling them, you'd be covered with oil. All right, anyway, but this has nothing like that, no nuttiness, but, you know, a typical white bread crust you get with India Pale Ales. Let's go with the Taste Ches. Now, Good People, I would like them to start distributing to Louisiana. We're 6 hours from Birmingham. It's not really that far. We get a few Alabama beers, but they seem to be fading away. They came out, I don't guess too many were sold, so they start pulling them out. I would imagine that was the answer. The distributor controls it, and if it's not selling, they're not going to stock it. Stores don't want it. I mean, we get so many craft beers around here now, come from Indiana and Iowa, and it's the same thing. They just lag on the shelves. You know, people will try them once. Their prices are so high. It's like, how many $5.99 pint cans do you really want to buy, right? Then half of them, you might get a B- from it, half. You know, some be an A+, of course, but it's like, I paid this much for a B-. This one's very, very nice. 75.5. It doesn't seem like that initially, but bitterness usually builds on these kind of things. So we're getting that white bread crust, not really resinous on the flavor, on the taste. Medium body, almost a high medium body. Mostly dry, probably be sticky in the finish. You know, like if you got it on your hands, it would be sticky. Pale ales would be like that too. Sweetness, let's see. It's pretty sweet from the malts. Those 5 specialty malts and the 2-row pale malt. Yeah, I would say 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. So it's bold in the flavor. Now the bitterness is building. Here it is coming into play. So we're looking at 4 out of 5 hop cones. So if you're not favorable towards, you know, that high bitterness units doesn't suit you so much, you probably wouldn't want to try this beer. Now they got other IPAs, high alcohol like this, right there at Walmart, 26 IBUs, 32 IBUs, calling themselves India Pale Ales. They taste fine, but to me they're more like pale ales. I don't know what this India Pale Ale thing is with them. It just tastes like strong pale ales. Tastes good, but like I say, kind of miss style. This does fit the style. Yeah, it was good then, and it's good now. You know, the first review and now the follow-up. It's still good. Maybe it's not a 94 though. I could have gone overboard with that. Look at that nice lacing. Let's see though. Would I like to try all their beers? Naturally, I would. They make a lot of different beers and then a whole lot of specialties. So really, their core lineup isn't that big, but then their specialties all the time. Well, Shiner, Abita, they all do that. But Good People list them all on their website. Shiner will list a few beers that they make. The rest, they just don't mention it. I'm going to drop to 93 on this one. Not much of a drop, is it? But I'm going to go to 93. It is most excellent. I would enjoy a 6-pack over like a 2-week period. To have these all the time is a little much. But over a 2-week period, once every few days, yeah. Yes, I would like it. So, Les Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent hazy, or I should say, not really, it's translucent, an unfiltered Gulf Coast State IPA, strong, like I said, 7.1%. What is Torpedo Extra, 7.2 extra IPA? Well, not many IPAs are going to approach that one. That one's hard to beat. Really, nearly impossible to beat. I bought a 6-pack of bottles. Thoroughly enjoyed all of it. Tempted to buy another. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Birmingham, Alabama, and take a tour of the Good People Brewing Brewery.